Let's get into the Eastern Conference.
Oh, this should be fun.
Number one is the team I've had at number one all off season. It's the New York Knicks. It's going to be a 60-win season. Like I said before, it's all about Mike Brown. Hopefully that defense can stay middle of the pack because I think the offense is going to get exponentially better. Clarkson will be an upgrade over Campaign. Yabusele should be an upgrade over Achua. Their offense, like I said, will be better, and we can see what their defense is. At number two is Cleveland. At number three is Orlando. At number four is Detroit. Cade Cunningham is going to take another leap this year. I believe in that. That's why I have them above Atlanta and why I have Atlanta at five. I'm high on them. I just don't trust KP to stay healthy enough for them to be a top four seed in this Eastern Conference. At number six, I have the Indiana Pacers. At seven, the Boston Celtics. And at number eight, I have the Milwaukee Bucks, and I have them this low because I don't think Giannis will be there at the end of the season.
Okay, that's interesting. Okay, so the Bucks low. I wish I had the courage that you had. I just think that Giannis can carry them to a higher seed.
They will. If he's there, they
Um,
will, but I
yeah,
just don't think he's going to be there.
I hope he's not. So I have the Knicks at one. I have the Cavaliers at two. I have the Magic at three. I just think that they have too much talent with Paolo, Franz being so exceptionally great and phenomenal.
Say it.
Uh, Desmond Bain,
There you go.
Jalen Suggs, and then I think the X factor for them is going to be Jace Richardson. I think he's going to play this season as a rookie. He offers shooting, he offers slashing ability. I think he's a swing for them. I have the Pistons at four. I love their continuity and
Yep.
I love the leaps that their young players can take and the optimism that I have in that with Jaden Ivey being healthy, Jalen Duren finally having like a good year last year and really showing his two-way ability. And then Isaiah Stewart. I love Stu. Five, I have the Atlanta Hawks. Six, I have the Milwaukee Bucks. Seven, I have the Miami Heat. I think that they're, albeit a little bit underwhelming, like they're not a contender, but I think there's no question that Norman Powell makes them better offensively, and they needed some more offensive punch, and I think Powell can bring that. And then I'm really high on Khalil Ware. I think he's going to be so much better this year. And I don't know why you roll your eyes. Do you have eyes? Are you
Because
seeing
you're
Khalil
talking about them
Ware?
being a playoff team. That's why.
Yes,
That's why I'm rolling my eyes.
Khalil Ware is awesome. I don't understand this Khalil Ware disrespect.
There's no disrespect. He's going to be a good player in this league,
He's gonna be
but
a
he's
great
not going to be
player.
the reason they get catapulted into a playoff team. This team lost 15 games in a row to end the season.
I
And you
don't
want to
care about
guess who
that.
the starting center was? Khalil Ware.
He's a rookie. He was a rookie. Relax. Number eight, I got the Pacers. I know that you saw those Isaiah Jackson at the 5 minutes. Look pretty solid to me.
Yeah,
I'm just
yeah.
saying.
Sure, that can last all
The
season.
center position isn't as dire as you think with Isaiah Jackson. Jack stepping in there.
Yes,
The
it is.
Boston Celtics at nine. Probably the team I could be the most wrong about, but I really don't care. Number 10, the Sixers. I just don't trust them to stay healthy. Number 11, the Raptors. Number 12, the Hornets. Number 13, the Bulls. The Bulls are also a team that I could be wrong about, and they could be a playing team, but I really just don't believe in them.
No, they can.
14, the Wizards, and 15, the Nets.
So Miami over Boston is definitely a choice. Miami, it's not an indictment to Khalil Ware or an indictment to Bam Adebayo, who took a step back last year. It's an indictment to the fit. Norm Powell next to Tyler Hero and Andrew Wiggins. Don't know what sense that makes. And I
That
think
sounds good.
internally, they don't believe in the sense that makes either, which is why they've been trying to trade Andrew Wiggins all summer and have been unable to do so. That fit is a problem. And as far as the Khalil Ware nonsense, I think yeah,
Nonsense.
he can be a starting center in this
The
league.
disrespect to
He can be
Khalil
a
Ware.
starting center in this league,
He's
but
going to
he's
be an
not going to
all
be the
star one day.
reason. He's not going to be the reason they finish above the Boston Celtics. I view Ware similar to how I view Derek Lively. I think Ware has a higher ceiling. Both of them do not push the needle as a third option on any type of team.
He's not. He's the fourth or the
Okay, as
fifth.
a fourth, or he's not a reason that they're going to be a playoff team. And the way you keep
Yes, he
talking about him
is.
like he is, it's not
He's
true.
going to be an all star one day. And I'm trying to get you to realize that. Khalil Ware is going to be a star.
Look, I'm not going to sit here and act like I was infuriated watching him all last year whenever we drafted the big, tall lumber bozo that we drafted when we should have been clear Ware. Can you imagine Ware catching lobs from Ja Morant for 42 games a year?
You'd probably be sipping the Kool-Aid on him right now. That's what you would be doing. But instead, you're
100%.
hating.
Because it would be a lot better fit than him. Who's going to throw him a lob? Davion Mitchell? Tyler Hero ain't passing the ball. Is Norm Powell doing that? Is Andrew Wiggins doing that? The
The
fit is a
Miami
problem
Heat,
for him too, and I think his ceiling would have been a lot higher at the Grizzlies, which is why I was so mad we didn't draft him. We should have never drafted Zach Edey over him. We shouldn't have.
the
It's a clumsy
Miami
bozo.
Heat are a better roster than the Celtics, without question. Without question.
The
Without
top
Tatum.
end talent on the Boston Celtics is better. I trust
Jalen
Jaylen
Brown and Derek White.
I think Jaylen Brown's going to average 32 points a game.
Jalen Brown, Derek White versus Bam and Hero. I mean, come on. It's the same.
I think Joe Mazzulla, with his how many threes they're going to shoot this year, they're going to have a chance in every game. They may get beat by 30, but they also may win by 30. I just think Boston's going to have a better regular season than the Miami Heat. Everything else, I didn't disagree with. New York Knicks up top, love that, and the predictions we continue to have on them. There's no hidden motives. I'm just super excited to watch them go to the NBA Finals, and we'll get to that prediction in a second. Cleveland, we both have it too. Orlando, I'm glad you finally came around. You mentioned Desmond Bane, pretty low on the list. You also didn't mention Tyus Jones. You just keep forgetting that he exists. Jace Richardson's going to be the guy. Detroit, agree with everything you said there. Continuity is great. I'm glad you've kind of cooled off on the Atlanta Hawks, because Kristaps Porzingis, whenever he was playing in Eurobasket and you were taking some type of drawaways from that, and hey, did you see this game? Did you see that game? I said no, I didn't, because it doesn't convert. Have you seen Dennis Schroeder in national games? It does not convert to the NBA. And Kristaps Porzingis, yes, he looks healthy, but that's right now, and I don't trust that for him to be a top 4 seed. And I'm glad you came around on that. And I'm also want to commend you, because we agree on the Indiana Pacers. We both think they're going to be better than the Boston Celtics. You turn me around on that, and I'll give you credit for it. Milwaukee is the hardest team to predict. They're either going to be a mid to low-level Eastern Conference team, or they're going to be a low-level Eastern Conference team without Giannis. That is where we stand, and I'm glad we agree more in the East and the West.
I'm glad we do too.